Good evening, party people. What's up, what's up, what's up? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Elevate Your Life. I am your hostess with the mostess. L as in the letter L, and key as in the key to your heart. So, as you can see, I feel like I need to move my flowers. Happy belated Mother's Day to everyone. I hope that everyone had an amazing Mother's Day. These are my lovely flowers that I was gifted with. That was just one of the many things. So let me start out by talking about that. So I put out a special episode to make sure I didn't want to forget the moms out there. So I did a fun fact Friday just to kind of tune in and make sure all the moms had a fabulous Mother's Day and to wish everyone. And I realized when I did my audio podcast just a few minutes ago that I asked everybody what they did, but I didn't talk about mine. So first of all, I am your hostess with the mostest. L is in the letter L, and key as in the key to your heart. Make sure you can see it. Yes. Okay. So, Mother's Day. Well, my kids weren't around. My son was working, so he sent me some gifts via the mail, Amazon, whatever. It was very sweet. I received a couple thoughtful gifts from him. My daughter out of town at a graduation. We kind of celebrated at a lunch date the weekend prior with the grandparents, Nana and Papa. No gift exchange or anything like that. Basically, Nana and Papa took us out to lunch. And then, well, my husband, as you all know, I've said he doesn't cook. He is learning. He watched me this weekend. So I made some special requests since he doesn't really cook much outside of easy stuff like microwave, oven, whatever. So I asked for some tasty treats from Paris Baguette, and so I had sweet and savory treats from Paris Baguette. Shout out to Paris Baguette. Mwah, chef's kiss, never disappoints. And then went by my favorite Starbucks and brought me Starbucks coffee. After which we took our doggy on a walk, and then we went to see the movie The Amateur. If none of you have seen it, highly recommend. Rami Malek is just, I'm biased. I love Rami Malek. Ever since he played Freddie Mercury in the movie Queen, he can do no wrong. And so he doesn't disappoint. I just think he's a fabulous actor, and he really gets to know the character and does a fabulous job. So the movie The Amateur is out in theaters. Highly recommend. So that was our Mother's Day morning, and then the rest of the day just kind of chillaxed and got to relax on my day. And yeah, it was just kind of a chill day. It wasn't the best weather, so basically chilled at home, relaxed, watched movies, that kind of thing. So it was nice. I hope all of you had a lovely Mother's Day. So on this Mindful Monday, what are we going to be talking about, you ask? I'm so glad you asked. What we're going to be talking about is, oh my gosh, and I'm realizing I forgot my notes. Okay, well, basically what we're talking about is I've kind of been on a trajectory. I feel like I need to move these now because they're looking like they're coming out of the back of my head. There we go. Now they're just where the surfboard is. So we've been talking about relationships, the good, the bad, the ugly. What do men want? What do women want? What are the best websites to look for people? what are the do's and don'ts? What are the rules? And so I did some research and I looked at compatible signs. And yes, interesting. Well, one of my loyal listeners was asking, well, what about Libra women and Capricorn men? Well, I'll tell you, Libra women and Capricorn men can be a good match because Libras are all about being harmonious, and Libras and Capricorns do have a lot in common. Libra respects the Capricorn for being stable and grounded, and Libra wants to be harmonious, so that's a good thing. So they kind of balance each other out, if you will, no pun intended. And Capricorn looks to Libra for their grace, their beauty, their communication, and all in all, they are a good match. They have a few differences that I talk about in my audio that you'll be able to hear. But as long as they can communicate about their differences, then all in all, 60 to 70%, good match. So best of luck to you, Libra and Capricorn. I hope you can communicate about the differences, and yes, meet in the middle, balance the scales. Let's see. So the other thing, fun fact that I read about and researched was the different types of, like, who makes a good wife and who makes a good husband. Sorry, frog in my throat. Okay, so interestingly enough, the consensus is the first one that they talked about that's a good wife is a Cancer, because they are loyal and they are the nurturers. That's what Cancers are known for being. That's like the trademark. And I have to say, hello, Mama Elkie. I'm very much the person at work that's like, oh my God, you have allergies? What do you need? Or, oh, you're not feeling well? Well, let me tell you the remedies that you need to take to get well. Or, oh, you're hungry? Here's something to eat. Here's my snack. You can have it. So we very much are the nurturers, definitely. But then I also go into all of the other good wives, if you will. And it's not to say, maybe this will stir up a little controversy, which could be a good thing. It's not to say that, oh, these signs are the best and you're not. No, this is just based on my research. And yes, based on my research. Hey, if you have a different opinion, bring it on. I would love to hear it. Interestingly, when it came to the husband, the one that was mentioned as the best husband is the Taurus. Taurus is earth, and by the way, Cancer the crab, Cancer's water, you know, if you think of the crab. We're just chilling in the sun, on the beach, on the rock, until you poke us with a stick. And then, so going back to Taurus, Taurus is earth, and Taurus the bull, and it says that they are very loyal, stable, honest, all the good qualities that you would want in a man. Loyal, honest, grounded. Well, I don't want to give you too much because this is just my video take on it. You have to listen to the podcast to hear the full version. But I just want to let you know that if you listen to the full audio, Cultivate Your Life podcast, you will hear all about the good matches, the not so good matches. Basically what I talk about is who are the good wives according to the zodiac. According to the zodiac, not me. I am not an astrologer. I am not the queen of astrology. I do, however, read it. I do find there are a lot of likenesses, but it's also dependent on your birth chart. What time you were born, where you were born, how you were raised, what you were brought up with, all of those good things. So if you tune in to Elevate Your Life podcast, you will get to hear the full scoop on, yes, relationships and signs and what to look for. And if you are a different sign than what I talk about, feel free to ask. Or if you just have a relationship question, so FYI, I had the Libra write in and ask about the Libra Capricorn combo, and I talk about that in my podcast. Also, I have a Scorpio gentleman that's like, what do I do? Is it okay to bring flowers on the first date? Yes, absolutely. Know your audience. And also, just, be mindful that too much too soon. You want to leave room for future conversations and getting to know each other. I think it's great to have a good first date and get to know the basics, but then the follow-up dates are to reveal all of the other things, right? And you want to be careful about the things you talk about on those dates. Like, you don't want to discuss politics or religion, not in the beginning. I think those things should be saved for later. Again, based on books I've read and my experiences. If you have a different thought or opinion or experience and you want to share, hello, that's why it says send us a text. Oh, and here comes my co-host, Chanel. She just now discovered that I was gone. Chanel, say hello to our audience. Hello, everybody. This is my Chanel voice, by the way. And the reason this is my voice is because I have an underbite. And so I need doggy voices. And mommy won't get me doggy voices. So I talk like this. Yeah, that's my Chanel voice. But as you can see, we are joined at the hip. She cannot be without her mama, except for during the day when I go to work. But other than that, when I'm home, she is locked and loaded and attached to mama. Okay, so basically what I was saying is, if you all have different questions, thoughts, or opinions, that's what the send in a text is all about. I want to hear from you. I want to hear, what are your thoughts? What are your comments? What are your concerns? What are your questions? Do you want to know if your sign is compatible with a sign of your interest? Well, I'm happy to look into that, share what I know, and yeah, offer you friendly tips, suggestions, advice. What else did I want to share with you guys? I already talked about the Mindful Monday. I do want to end on this note. First of all, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. That helps the algorithm. And the more comments and texts that you send in, the more that I can expand on my topics, because I am here for you. So if you are tired of hearing about the dating scene or astrology, or you want to know more specifics, great. By the way, I am going to be moving over to the Patreon platform as soon as I finish up my profile and get it all set up. I'm still in the beginning stages. I've had a lot going on within the last week, but I started it last week, and to my knowledge, it's going to be a great platform for audio and video, so you don't have to listen and watch or do one or the other. But if you do, please like, share, subscribe, send in your questions, send me your experiences. Let me know if there's a certain person that you are interested in pursuing, talking to, whatever the case may be. I would love to hear all about it, and I would love to help you. Oh, my baby, she's shaking. So, well, it's about that time. I don't want to give you too much. You have to listen to Elevate Your Life podcast on YouTube, Buzzsprout, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple, and basically all the podcast platforms. And remember, when you guys and girls decide to like, comment, share, follow, all of those things, then it helps the algorithm. It puts my name and voice out there, and in return, I'm able to help you, and maybe I even give you a personal reading. Who knows? Maybe I do a one-on-one with you when I get to the Patreon platform, because that is the goal, is to be able to have guests and have an exchange where it's not just me talking to you and the world out there. So I look forward to your comments, your questions, your concerns, your feedback. Let me know what you think. And shout out to Kara Canfield, lovemyartist.etsy.com, and Miners Pick Studios, minerspickstudios.etsy.com. Kara Canfield and Tom Guzik is Miners Pick Studios. Both talented individuals that have websites, and well, you just have to check out their website, okay? What can I tell you? Thank you to my subscribers, Mike Kaufman. Thank you for your insight, feedback, and subscribing and being a loyal listener. Thank you to Jeff Para. I appreciate you. Thank you for your meditation tips. Namaste. Thank you to Lisa Curbello and Professor Dr. Kyle Few for always offering tips and tricks and feedback on all sorts of things. Okay, well, that's it. Ciao for now. Thank you for listening, and until next time, ciao for now.